You keep telling yourself you'll study tomorrow, but let's be honest, you've been saying tomorrow for weeks, maybe months, and every single time, tomorrow betrays you. That's the trap. You wait for motivation, like it's some magical spark that will suddenly push you into action. But here's the ugly truth. Motivation is unreliable. It's lazy, it's fragile, and it abandons you when you need it most. If you keep waiting for motivation, you'll waste years of your life. Think about it. Do you really think the people who top exams, crush competitive tests, or master difficult subjects feel motivated every single day? Of course not. They feel the same laziness, the same resistance, the same desire to do anything except study. But here's where they're different. They don't ask themselves, "Do I feel like studying?" They just study. Motivation doesn't decide their future. Discipline does. And that's what you need to understand right now. Studying isn't about feelings. It's about control. Every page you open is a small act of war against your weaker self. And if you win that war daily, you build an identity no one can touch. But if you keep waiting, you're digging your own grave. Because while you delay, someone else is studying. Someone else is getting smarter. Someone else is stealing the opportunities you think you deserve. So here's the mindset shift. You don't study because you feel motivated. You study because you refuse to be weak. You study because you refuse to be average. You study because the version of you that keeps making excuses does not deserve to win. The second you accept that, studying stops being optional. It becomes survival. So ask yourself right now, are you going to keep waiting for motivation? Or are you finally going to take control? 1. Destroy the illusion of later. The biggest lie your brain tells you is, "I'll do it later." That's the poison. That's the silent killer of dreams. And the cruel part? Your brain knows you'll fall for it. You've been falling for it for years. How many times have you told yourself, "I'll start at 5. I'll start after dinner. I'll start tomorrow." And every time, the moment passes, and you're left with regret. You need to brainwash yourself into believing something simple. There is no later. Later does not exist. Later is an invention of weak people. When the thought of studying enters your mind, you must attack it immediately. Not in an hour, not after scrolling, not after eating. Immediately. Think of it like a soldier jumping into battle. If you hesitate, you die. And in your case, hesitation kills your potential. So here's the trap you must set for yourself. The 5-second rule. The moment you think about studying, you have 5 seconds to move. Pick up the book, open the laptop, sit at the desk. If you don't, your brain wins. Your future loses. Every single time you obey the 5-second rule, you are training your brain to kneel before your will. That's how you kill the illusion of later forever. 2. Break study into painful but inevitable chunks. Here's the second truth. You don't need to feel motivated to start. You need to lower the entry point so much that your brain has no escape. Tell yourself, "I'm just going to study for 10 minutes. That's it, 10 minutes. Your lazy brain can't argue with that. It's too small to resist. But here's the trap. Once you start, momentum takes over. 10 minutes turns into 30. 30 turns into an hour. And suddenly, you're deep inside the work you swore you couldn't do. But don't mistake this for comfort. Studying should hurt. It should feel heavy. Because pain is what rewires you. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. That's why you need to deliberately make the chunks challenging. Push yourself slightly beyond your limit every time. That's how steel is forged. Through fire, not comfort. So break your sessions into brutal, short bursts. 30 minutes of intense focus, 5 minutes of rest. Repeat. That's how warriors are trained. And whether you like it or not, you're at war. A war against laziness, distraction, and mediocrity. If you lose this war, your dreams are dead. But if you win, you rise above the billions who quit. 3. Chain your environment against you. You think you have no motivation? That's fine. Then trap yourself. Make your environment your prison cell. Because willpower alone is weak. It dies under pressure. But if your surroundings force you to act, you don't need willpower at all. Here's how. Remove every escape. Keep your phone far away. Log out of your distractions. Lock your door if you must. Turn your study desk into the only battlefield where you can exist. When you sit there, your brain must know there is no other option. No bed, no scrolling, no comfort. Just the fight between you and the work. And here's the dark part. Reward yourself only with progress. If you want pleasure, earn it. Don't allow yourself to eat your favorite food, watch your favorite show, or even talk to your favorite people unless you've studied first. Create chains around your life, where everything enjoyable becomes the prisoner of your discipline. That way, studying isn't just a task. It's the key to freedom. And if you don't study, you stay locked in misery. That's how you brainwash your mind to choose studying over laziness every single time. Fourth, turn identity into weapon. Finally, the most powerful trick, identity. Right now, you see yourself as someone who struggles to study. That's weak. That identity keeps you chained. But the second you shift your self-image, everything changes. You must brainwash yourself into believing, I am the kind of person who studies, no matter what. Every time you sit down to study, say it to yourself. Repeat it like a mantra. This is who I am. This is what I do. I am unstoppable. At first, it feels fake, but the human brain is designed to obey repetition. And soon, your actions will align with the identity you've built. Here's the truth. Successful people don't rely on motivation because their identity doesn't allow weakness. A lion doesn't decide to hunt. It hunts because that's what lions do. You must become that lion. Studying isn't optional. It isn't negotiable. It's part of your DNA. And the more you live by that identity, the less you'll ever need motivation. Now I want you to do something important. Be brutally honest with yourself. What's the number one excuse your brain always throws at you when it's time to study? Is it, I'll start in 5 minutes, I'm too tired, I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe something ridiculous like, I need the perfect pen first? Write it down in the comments right now. Don't hide it. Because when you see your excuse written out, and when you see everyone else's, you'll realize how weak and silly those lies really are. And here's the twist. The moment you laugh at your excuse, it loses power over you. So go ahead, drop yours below. Let's expose every excuse together. And if you don't comment, well, maybe that's just another excuse winning again.